One of my favorite customers, who I have waited on for almost a decade, came in and asked me to create flowers for his same-sex wedding. I could not do that because my faith teaches me that marriage is between a man and a woman. And he said he understood, and we talked for a while, and we hugged each other, and Rob left.
I was in 5th grade and I was passing out invitations to a Christmas party at my church. There was going to be a little message at the Christmas service, just a short little message about God, and I just wanted my friends to be able to come and hear that. And my principal said no because they were at a church.
A university accused me of discriminating against a homosexual client based on a referral that I had given upon my instructor's recommendation.
We were putting out roadside signs to direct people to our church, and all of a sudden we got a citation.
Throughout the journey, the predominant feeling was loneliness. Aside from Alliance Defending Freedom, my husband, and church family, there wasn't a whole lot of support out there. I had also just lost my mom, who was my cheerleader.
I couldn't believe people were so hateful. Our staff, for 2 weeks solid, answered 5 lines of constant phone calls and threats.
All the news people were calling and posting stories, and not all the information would always be 100% true. And then you'd go and look through the comments, and there would be mean comments towards me and my family.
It seems so ridiculous to make such a big deal over such a little thing as a sign, and that we could be put in jail.
My husband and I talked about it, and we weren't really sure what we were going to do.
This wasn't an easy decision to make. We can lose all of our possessions, our life savings, our retirement because of the lawsuit.
It was very scary. I didn't know how it was going to turn out in the end. Should I do this? Is it worth it?
When we got turned down so many times, we almost gave up hope.
I spent a lot of time leaning into the Lord. Obey God and leave the consequences to Him.
And that's what we needed to be, was obedient to His word.
And one verse that really stuck out to me was 1 Timothy 4:12, saying how kids can make a difference and that you can be used just as much as anyone else can.
When God selects those that He wants to use, they're just normal, average people.
This wasn't our plan for this church, and to end our careers on this note, but you just don't know what God's going to do with you.
And it's like so many times serving the Lord, He's doing far more than you ever have an idea. Far more. I went to the Gilbert's website to try to see what the current restrictions of church signs were, and I couldn't find it. Who knew that the Supreme Court would take a case like ours with a little dinky little church?
Well, you know, I have been told they are talking about this case. It's a case that they use to discuss ethical dilemmas. It has given an opportunity for both sides to dialogue.
If I was given the chance to do this over again, I would definitely do it in a heartbeat. God could use someone like me. If you're just obedient and you just listen to Him and you trust in Him, that you can make such an impact that you don't even realize that you can't do on your own.
We've seen people with tears in their eyes saying, you know, I wished I had your courage. And yet God will give them the courage when it's time for them to stand. We see the ball slowly rolling, that people are willing to stand up. And that's what we want to accomplish, because if we don't stand, soon there'll be nothing to stand for.
Taking that one little step of boldness has helped me now to take a bigger step of boldness to go out in the missions field. I now want to be a medical missionary in Africa, and I'll have obstacles and times where I'll have to trust in God and I'll have to rely on Him and know that He does have a plan and He'll give me the strength to make it through.
We've always wanted to be part of building Christ's kingdom. It looks like now it's on a much bigger scale than we'd ever dreamed of.
Right now, I give God the glory. I am a school counselor because of Him. And I believe that He has an expectation of us to reach back and make sure that people know the truth and that people can stand for truth.